All the kings and queens of the kingdom were forward-looking.
So those who doesn't know what is Travancore Analytics as an organization, can you explain in brief?
It's basically a custom software development organization. Digital twin it is a concept that has been there for a long time now. AI is definitely there, Nikhil, because you cannot ignore that. Because the whole world is moving in that direction, the whole technology.
Today we sat down with Mr. Baas, the CEO of Travancore Analytics. We can discuss about AI, the future of work, and the heritage he brings here. So welcome, Mr. Baas.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you so much to be here with you. Yeah.
Travancore Analytics, the name itself is slightly different. Usually all tech companies goes with names which are sounding Silicon Valley. So why you have chosen a historic name, and that too which has a lot of heritage? So how it helps you to work with global leaders, especially with customers from US and Japan and all?
Yeah. Actually, I also realized that for a new modern organization, this is a little bit different name. Travancore, it's a region in Kerala. It was a kingdom, and right from the beginning, Travancore has been a very progressive state, especially with respect to education, healthcare, and things like that. All the kings and queens of the kingdom were forward-looking. So we thought it makes sense to put this name to our company also when we talk about new technologies and things like that. There are questions like this, as you asked. People who do not know what Travancore is, they usually ask this question, and we are only happy to answer that. There is no conflict because there are different companies in the world. They all have different names. Some will be modern names, some will be names which are not so modern, but it's okay. And we feel proud about that, especially with the region and our history, our legacy. We feel proud about that.
So those who doesn't know what is Travancore Analytics as an organization, can you explain in brief what you do? What is your service?
Yeah, we are into software development and maintenance services. So we work with our customers. We understand what they require. We discuss with them, and then we provide solutions for their problems. So it's basically a custom software development organization. When we talk about software, it includes firmware also. We also have an embedded team.
Okay.
So we work on areas like web and cloud development and embedded development, AI-based software development, and we also have a team on virtual reality and augmented reality. So we work in all these technology areas. We call it horizontal areas. And we also work on verticals like healthcare, media and entertainment, industrial automation. So we work on these verticals also. Yeah. We founded our company in 2007. So right from those days, we have been working with customers in the US, Japan, Australia, and UK regions.
So I read in your website that you have a few AI products as well. Especially I read that it's something named as
Data lens. Yeah.
So there are industrial tuning programs as well, right? So usually a technology is adapted when it helps or solve some real human problem. So how your products are solving some real problem? If you can explain with an example, like how it helped a doctor or how it helped someone in a factory. Can you explain that way?
Yeah. So this particular product that you mentioned, Data Lens, is a recent product that we developed since we ventured into AI development. So we helped some of our clients to analyze their data. So that is how we thought, okay, why could we develop a software tool to analyze data from various reports and various applications within an organization. So an organization may have data from various areas of its operations. So this tool can import that data in CSV format and then analyze that data. We don't have to upload the full data to the model. We only upload like titles and major information about that, metadata about the data. And we generate SQL queries to work on that data. And we use those queries to analyze the data to come up with deeper insights from the data. So the tool can provide you information that is not immediately visible from the data. So it helps like a data scientist helps an organization. So it can come up with insights and suggestions on in what way you can improve your operations to optimize your expenditure or time spent on each task. So it depends on the kind of data that it is a more generic tool. It analyzes the data and then it helps you to run your business in a more optimized way. You can actually supply periodic reports and then ask the data to come up with suggestions on various kinds of improvements. You can also chat with the data, just like you chat using tools like ChatGPT. You can chat with the data, and the data will talk to you about what you can do better.
So instead of generic data, it is the data about that particular organization.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah, data about that particular organization or data that comes as an output of their operations.
Okay. Yeah. So what is the other one, the industrial digital twin?
Digital twin it is a concept that has been there for a long time now. Like it is a digital twin of an actual physical entity. For example, if you are monitoring a plant or a factory, there you will have various equipments running for a continuous time, and you would like to see various parameters. So conventionally, there have been platforms like SCADA, where you make real-time monitorings, and then you see those monitorings on a screen. Digital twins can help you in a way that you have a visualization that represents the physical objects in its form itself. So you have a virtual object that shows the plant itself on screen. And it can be either in a flat screen or it can also be in an immersive solution. You can wear a headset and see the various equipment in operation and see the parameters monitored out of those processes alongside with those equipments. For example, you can see the temperature of a particular point, you can see the flow rate in a particular pipeline. So those things are all possible. We don't have any product on digital twins, but we have worked on virtual reality based solutions. Like we have provided a company in the US to offer VR-based trainings for equipment like forklifts. So we call it virtual forklifts. So these ideas we have also worked on SCADA solutions. So these can be combined together to provide real-time monitoring of real physical objects somewhere in the world before your eyes as a virtual object, along with real-time monitoring of the values. That is the basic concept of digital twins. It is becoming more and more popular as part of industrial, we call it industrial 4.0, industry 4.0. And now we call it industry 5.0, 6.0, several concepts are coming. But this will be a core part of that. Digital twins also will be there.
Okay. So with your expertise and knowledge so far, so if you are given an opportunity to automate something in every Indian household, what you will?
That's an excellent question. I would love to automate dishwashing, cleaning. There are cleaning robots. We see a lot of cleaning robots used at home. There are other things also like washing dishes. They are a little more complex. Dishwashing is a little more complex in the sense, okay, if you want to automate it, you have dishwasher equipment. But if you want to automate it using robots, there are more complex scenarios to be taken care of. And patient care will be another area. It is even more complex because anything that involves touching a human being physically can become more complex. There you need to have not simple AI alone, something closer to AGI, artificial general intelligence also will be required. But I'm sure in the next 5 to 10 years, we will see all those things happening.
Okay. I think you always have a human touch everywhere. I also read that you have some accessibility services as well, where you do something for the disabled people. So what is that project about?
Yeah. We worked with a company called from 2010. So that company was founded by one Mr. Michael May. He himself is a blind person, but a very knowledgeable person, extremely committed professional, and very pious person. He must be around 70 now. We still work with him. He sold that company, Centro, to another company, and we developed a solution for blind people to navigate. So it is for basically for pedestrian navigation. So you can ask the application to set the route to reach a particular point that he would like to travel to, we would like to walk to, and then the application will guide you to that location. So it will announce at every intersection, it will announce every point of interest that you pass through. So all those things will be announced. This is being used by many blind people in the US, and Michael May himself actively uses that application. And this application was taken over by another company and then by another company. Recently, it was acquired by a company named. It's a 150-year-old company. It's not a company, it's a non-profit organization. It helps physically challenged people. So we work with them to further improve that application. This is not largely based on AI, but we are now seeing in what way AI also can be used to improve it further. I'm sure in future AI will be used to. Now also there are applications like that. So for example, a blind person can wear a smart glass with lenses on that, and the videos can be analyzed to give him guidance on what is in front of you, what direction you should take. So these are kind of applications that give us also a sense of purpose and meaning in what we do. In general, we will be happy when our customers are happy, more than our revenues or number of people. Basically, what gives us happiness is when we feel that, when we find out that the customer is happy. And especially these kind of applications that have a direct impact on a person's life, that gives us more satisfaction.
Good. So every business, every leader faces some kind of obstacles or walls at some point. And I think you are almost completing two decades of business in Kerala, from operating from Kerala primarily. So what are the challenges you faced?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Usually in business, we can expect there will be a lot of ups and downs. So we have seen many ups and downs during our period till now. We had that 2008 market collapse, recession, and there were similar short-term issues in between. But specifically for our company and for me personally, something happened 3 years ago. Our CEO was Mr. Harikumar, and he was a co-founder. And we worked together in ISRO long back. He was my first boss there also. I resigned from ISRO and joined the IT industry in 2001. And Harikumar also left around the same time. And we started this organization along with a few other co-investors in 2007. And Harikumar has been the CEO from that point of time. He also worked in dataanalytics. You must have heard of him. He passed away in 2023. That was a bit of shock. We never expected that. Till then, I was the CTO and I had to take over totally unprepared. So on one side, this loss of a very close friend is there. And the other side, I should also make sure that things go well with the company. Customers are not affected. Employees are not demoralized. My colleagues should have something in mind that to see that, okay, we are moving forward. So I had that kind of a difficult period at that time. But with the help of my colleagues and co-investors who totally trusted me, we have gone through those moments and then we are here. So that was one of the defining moments for me also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now we know that the way businesses work has changed a lot, especially after the COVID, then after AI. So how the business has changed within Travancore Analytics, and what is your business focus now?
Okay. AI is definitely there, Nikhil, because you cannot ignore that. Because the whole world is moving in that direction. The whole technology world is kind of being disrupted and reconstructed now. So the old ways of working will not work moving forward. You cannot simply give an estimate to the customer and say, okay, we are going to do this. There will be naturally questions like, can we uh, do something on the AI side also? What do you do on AI? So all these questions are, and we are also introspecting and we are also making corresponding changes in that. You must have heard the head of Cloud Code in Anthropic recently said that coding is largely solved. So that's a big statement. You don't have to hand code everything now. AI tools will take care of that. But now, so there are also like pessimistic viewpoints that it is going to take away a lot of jobs from the industry, and IT service industry will not survive long. A lot of those pessimistic viewpoints are also there. But I believe this is going to introduce a lot of new opportunities. When you say coding is largely solved, that means there are other opportunities coming in. There are other things that you can do. Why does Elon Musk talk about sending people to Mars or Moon? It is because he believes that that is possible, right? We can have a human settlement in Mars and you can send people there and get them back. That is what he believes. It is only because he believes in that he is able to do that. Now, with AI, similarly, there are a lot of things that are becoming more and more possible. So, our thoughts are also getting changed. A lot of things are moving into the area of possibility. That means we can think about that. We can forget about how to do a login page or how to create a database table or how to architect a solution. Those are all things that will be taken care of by AI tools. Of course, you need to have the experience to review the output at this point of time until these tools mature. But these tools are fastly getting more and more mature. So you will not have even to verify that to a large extent. So when you are freed of the labor of writing code or thinking about how to do something, you are free to think about something larger. You can create more and you can think about problems in the world that needs attention that can be solved using technology. Then your brain will think at higher levels. Human brain is so adaptable. You have seen mankind has evolved over a period of time, and we have gone through several cycles of industrial revolutions or civilizations, philosophical thinking. It is huge kind of evolution. This is next level. So it enables us to think at a much higher level. It raises our level of thinking. That's what I feel. Definitely, there will be more opportunities for jobs also. It will create more jobs. People will see more and more opportunities coming up. This is what I strongly believe.
But what is that people should be prepared? What are the skills, especially the young guys, should acquire at this stage?
That is definitely a great question, frequently being asked repeatedly by many people. Even I ask myself, what should we teach our next generation, right? Our kids, what should they study? It finally boils down to even that level. What should our kids study now, right? If AI can take care of lawyers, why should people need to study law, right? Uh, this question will always be there, but again, answer is in the same thought that I expressed previously. Like, we will need to learn more and more about what kind of problems that we need to solve, and at system level thinking, what impacts what, and where we can intervene. In many areas, AI can be used to help the overall problem, solve the overall problem. In many cases, it will still need human intervention. So we need our knowledge and experience. It does not mean that AI will solve everything and you don't have any role and we are going to be there only for consuming things. Like, we only sit and watch TV and see movies and eat food and we don't do anything at all productively. That's not the case. We have to still think. and see solutions from a higher perspective.
But there was a concept that people should be jack of all trades at some point. Now we tell people to go vertically down, be master of one. What is your choice?
I feel we should have a combination of both, at a personal level as well as organization levels, or even at country level. So we cannot be the master of everything. That is the logic of thinking like we can be jack of all trades. And being jack of all trades also may not distinguish you from anything else. So for a company, we should be a master of certain things and should be a jack of different things. So we should be able to do things in other areas also. At the same time, we should be a master of certain areas. Personally also, you should have an expertise in a few areas, one or two areas, and then you should also have some general knowledge, and you should be able to do certain things up to a certain level, and beyond that you can take help from other experts, because there are a lot of expertise available in this world, whether it is people or companies, organizations, and without that working in a collaborative way, we cannot achieve anything. So humankind has evolved to that level. We need more and more collaboration. Now we understand that things are happening in the opposite direction. Every country feels that we should be self-sufficient, right, to move forward. I think these are all short-term disruptions. Finally, without good collaboration, we cannot progress further. Because every progress has been made only because of collaboration.
So how is the recruitment changing in these days? Especially you recruit people across regions. So what are the primary criteria you consider nowadays, and what are the changes happened? That's what we would like to know.
Yeah. Recruitment, we look for people who can think for themselves, basically. We definitely, for freshers, we give programming tests and machine tests around and all, but we also give good importance to their approach, the way they see how a problem can be solved, whether they have a deeper understanding about the problem. All those things are important. It is not just like a knowledge about the syntax of a program alone. This has always been there, but this is becoming more and more important now. Simply learning to use tools or programming languages is not sufficient. You need to have that system level knowledge and thinking, and a keen interest in trying out new things, especially when we talk about this transformation. Everybody should have that readiness to embrace new things. You can never say, I'm an expert in Angular JS and I don't want to work on anything else. I'm an expert in Java and I should preserve my expertise in Java, so I don't want to try out anything else. That era is completely over. You need to be ready to try out new things, experiment new things. It could be an AI tool, it could be a new language. Without that openness and readiness, you will not be able to adapt. That is extremely important, not only for individuals, for organizations also. Organizations also cannot say, we have been great at doing something and we will remain like that forever. Old ways will not keep you moving forward in the new era.
Agility is what the primary.
Absolutely required.
Yeah. You're from the Mannarasala family. Yes. For those who doesn't know what Mannarasala is one of the very ancient temple in central Kerala, the Travancore, and there the deity is Naga, the snake power. So from a family like Mannarasala, what spark brought you to tech world, to ISRO, to the world of computers instead of going the traditional line?
Yeah, I wanted to study engineering. Okay, all of us will have some role models in your lives, right? So when I was doing my 10th and pre-degree, I was taught mathematics by one person who was an engineer. And then after he got a job, he left for his job, and his brother, who was also an engineer, taught me the remaining topics. So I really got an interest in engineer seeing those two people. I am deeply indebted to them. One is Mr. Radhakrishnan and his younger brother Jayachandran. Their influence is there in my wanting to be an engineer. Then I got into CET, and then I studied engineering there. I did electronics in '92, and then I did MTech in Cochin University. And while doing my MTech, I got a job in ISRO. I was very happy to be in ISRO, and then I was there for about 7 years. And Hari Kumar was also there with me in ISRO. And after working there till 2001, I joined the IT industry. Yeah.
So you told earlier that you have AR VR capability, the digital twin capability. So in Mannarasala, I know that there are hundreds or thousands, or even I think more than 1 lakh sculptures of snakes there. So have you ever thought about bringing all those to the digital world for those who cannot travel and visit Mannarasala?
That will be a good idea. Frankly, Nikhil, I did not think about that. But these are all possibilities. I never tried to mix my tradition with technology. So I stay in Mannarasala, and I travel for work to Travancore. So there I have my duties in the temple, like doing puja, and then all those things are there. I still do that because that is part of my life, and that is pretty close to my heart. And I firmly believe in God also. I'm a religious person, but I believe in my belief in God is not particularly tied to any religion, even though I am born and brought up in Mannarasala, and I have my own religious duties there. But I believe that a firm faith in God, or a power beyond our normal life, that is very helpful, because without that providential intervention, I don't think I would have reached here. That is pretty much required. So I never mixed these two, but there are different possibilities. Even temples will require automation to run their day-to-day activities, like devotees want to do offerings. So we also have a web-based booking application, but I have not largely got involved in those things. There are people who take care of them, but I have chipped in with my own thoughts and suggestions in all those things. But this is also a good thought. Maybe in future such things can come.
All right, yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Baas, for your
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Nikhil.
Thank you.
It was really enjoyable talking to you.